Hi guys, welcome to IPCS. I'm Satyanarayan. So in previous lecture we have seen that how arguments and parameters will work, and we write some codes, and I have said the features and how can we write the parameters and arguments, right? Okay. Now in this lecture we will be seeing how we can pass a keyword argument and how we can pass so many arguments with single parameter like that. Okay, so let's hop into the video. Keyword argument. Okay, so how can we write a keyword argument? What is a keyword argument? Let me clarify with you. Okay, so let me clear this. Okay, as I said earlier, we will start a function using def. You know already. So def add a comma b. This will be my parameter. A plus b. Okay. And 1, 2. Okay, this will be my argument. See that A refers to 1 and B refers to 2. Okay. Okay. If I run the program, then it will give me the answer 3. Okay, so it's reading perfectly. A refers to 1 and B refers to 2. Okay, what if I write this? Let me say this: B equals to 2. Okay, I guess this will be much more readable than the before, right? If I run the program again, it will also say 3. So this is the keyword argument. Okay, we can do default keyword argument too. Okay, let's see how that is possible. If I say b equals 2, and if I do this, okay, variable var will be my variable, and it equal to add, and I write 1. I just passing one argument. Okay, because it will take defaultly 2 as b. Let me check. Okay, see that 3. I get the answer 3. So it will take default argument as 2. What if we add something more, or else we can add 3, 3. Okay, what will happen? 4. I get 4. So if I didn't pass any arguments in B place, okay, in the place of B, it will take the default argument 2. In case here, it will take 2 as a default argument. Okay, so if I add another value, it will be a error statement like this. If I add another argument, it will be surely an error, because parameter have only 2 value and I pass a 3 argument, so it will be an error. But what if we can add more arguments in a single parameter? We will see that too. So let's see how we can pass multiple arguments in a single parameter. Okay, so simple that in def adding, let's say I pass a parameter xy and return x plus y. Okay, then r will be adding 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this much of arguments I need to input as x plus y, or I need to get the value of these all arguments. Okay, so what can I do? Nothing else I can do like this. Okay, see, just I need to cut out this, and I need to get what is called number. Okay, I just give number, and inside my parameter I just put this star or aesthetic, okay, symbol. This will do some magic. I will show you right away, and I just print numbers. Okay, see, one parameter, and I'm going to give 4 arguments in that one parameter. Okay, so let us see what we will get. See, I get a tuple of my arguments 1, 2, 3, 4. It will accept my values as a tuple. Okay, so how can we add this thing? We all know that list, tuple are data types of Python. So as doing in list, we also can iterate through the tuple, but we can't change tuple values, but we can get the values from tuple. So how can we get the values from tuple? For that, we will be given for loop for x in numbers. Okay, let me give a variable total equals 0 and total equals plus or equals x, and I will be return ret. Okay, please mind the indentation here. If you put the return statement here, it will return every time when the for loop is looping, okay, through the numbers. But if you put the return statement here, then it will be under our function. Okay, then you will get the total value. Let's see what will happen. See, 10. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, it will be 10. Okay, so like this we can add multiple arguments in a single parameter. Okay, so here we see how can we add number of arguments in a single parameter. Okay, so now we will see what this will do. Or I get to put 2 stars or 2 aesthetic symbols in our variable numbers or our parameter numbers. Okay, so what will this do? Say like this. Okay, users will be good. Okay, so inside this we are going to just print our users. Print. Okay, numbers, I guess. Numbers. I'm going to Okay, let's give some uses, or let's get some uses. Okay, user equal user 1, user 1 equals users okay, and I will be given ID equal to 1 and name equals Satya. As you can see, we are going as a keyword argument. I can give a keyword and this will be my value for that keyword. Okay, print user 1. See, I get a dictionary. In the previous lecture I have said that when we put a single aesthetic symbol, we will get a tuple, and here as you can see we get a dictionary. Dictionary is a data type such as list and tuple, like that. Here we will enter a value as a key value pair. Okay, we will call the key and the value will be appear in the screen. We can just call the ID, or we can just call the keyword to get our value, like this. In dictionary we will call our value like this. Sorry. And here. So now I will be getting my name only. See, Satya. That's it. In function we will be there is a thing called scope, which is nothing but where you will store the variable, or it's two types. I mean local variable and global variable. Variable inside a function is called a local variable, and variable just we print x equal to something 1 2 3, and if we put def fun name and x equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 and return x, return x comma name. See here the x1 2 3 and x1 2 3 4 5 6, like that, both are different, fully different. Okay, and if I pass something def and if I pass again the name, sorry, again the name here, then I pass x equal to Satya x plus name. Okay, these three x's are different. Okay, above one will be the global variable, and the x here the fun function will be the local variable, which we can only call by the function name, and we just get the local variable, and the global variable can be accessed by everywhere. Just we need to get this type here, global x. Then here when I type global x, then the x variable will be changed from the global x. Okay, x1 2 3 will be changed as this value when we print x, just x, print x. Okay, if I call the add function, variable a equal to add Satya. Okay, if I run this program, then I get Satya, Satya and Satya. The global variable has been changed, okay, because of this statement. This will be the scope of a function. Hi, so let's start doing an exercise, okay. So here a simple question and a tricky one too, a basic question too. Okay, here we are going to write a program which will be getting an input from the user, which will be a number, and if the number is divisible by 3, it's going to print fish, okay, and if the number is divisible by 5, it's going to print bus. If that number, example, if 15 is both divisible by 3 and 5, okay, so when that scenario happens, it needs to print fish bus. Okay, this will be our program, or this will be our question. If you can write the code, I just give you 2 minutes, you can write the code. Okay, let's start the code. Fish bus will be our function. Okay, so let's put some conditions. Okay, if our number is divisible by 3, divisible by, that is a modulus operator, which will be modulus operator, which will be remainder. We will get the remainder. If that will be 0, then it is divisible by 3. Okay, print fish. The number is divisible by 3, we need to print fish. Okay, so we can just return fish. Return fish if number is divisible by 5, return bus. Okay, then what will be our last condition? It's need to check the number is divisible by both 3 and 5. Okay, so we will write like this: if number is divisible by 3 equal to 0, and we will use AND operator. Okay, and number divisible by 5 equal to 0. This AND operator will be both the conditions need to be true, then only it will print or return the statement that we give inside that if condition. Okay, return this bus. There's a slight error in this program. Can you guess that? You can pause the video and guess that. Okay, so what's the error? The error will be here. We need to give this condition first. So when the Python interpreter just came through like this, and first it will see the number will be divisible by both 5 and 3. Okay, if we will just give this condition, this both condition above the third condition, the program will check. If we give the number as 15, then we get fish only, or we get bus only. Okay, so to get that error clearly, we will be giving our code like this. Okay, then we will be calling var equals fish bus, and our number will be 15. Let's run the program. This was okay. We get the code. Okay, we will be writing 20. What will we get? Bus. Okay, then we will be going 18. What will we get? Fish. See that the program is completely working. So hope you guys all get the idea about function, and try like this. Okay, try to do a lot more functions in programming functions, then you will be clear what is function much more. Okay, thank you.